Hi, I'm Stacy Smedley, Director of Sustainability for Skanska USA. And this is Kate Simonen, Director of the Carbon Leadership Forum at the University of Washington. And this is our Forest Side talk. I'm going to ask Kate a few questions. So Kate,
Yeah.
what is the Carbon Leadership Forum?
Well, the Carbon Leadership Forum is a group hosted at the University of Washington that brings together architects, builders, owners, manufacturers, and policymakers, all focused on the upfront embodied carbon emissions, so the emissions from manufacturing building materials.
Awesome. And how did we first meet and get involved? How does Skanska get involved with the Carbon Leadership Forum?
Well, of course I knew about Skanska.
Yeah.
You kind of appeared at a conference once. So we were in San Francisco at what was it called? Buildwell.
Buildwell.
And Ed Mazzaria, Architecture 2030, made a big proclamation around embodied carbon and the need to act, and really need to get to zero carbon.
Right.
So how do we get to zero embodied carbon? And we all went out to dinner that night, and we were like, that's a big challenge. How in the world can we get that? And we had a really great night dinner, and we recognized that we're both in Seattle, and I think that's how you personally got engaged with the Carbon Leadership Forum. Is that right?
I think so, and then I think what we did was the benchmarking study. So
Yes.
we figured out that we needed to create some way to actually account for this and like set targets and
Yes.
stuff.
If we know we got to get to zero, how do we get to zero?
How do we get to
Where
zero?
are we now?
Yeah.
So Skanska did a great, used one of your development grants,
Our innovation
innovation
grants,
grants, and co-funded with the Charles Pankow Foundation and Oregon DEQ, where
Right.
we got a whole host of buildings together. And now, because of that, we can say that the embodied carbon of building is between 500 and 1,000 kilograms per square meter. And we started that study, we had no idea what the order of magnitude is. We had some results that were like all over the place. So that was really great.
That was awesome. And then what are we currently doing together?
A lot. We spend a lot of time together. So we're focused on the embodied carbon and construction calculator. So that project is super cool because it's focused on specifying and purchasing low carbon materials, which is one of the things that was really important to Skanska, if I understand correctly.
That's right. I mean, we touch all those materials and we procure them. So there are Scope 3 emissions, but there's still a big chunk, the biggest chunk of the pie. So we need to be responsible for that and just help our clients actually understand what to do to reduce it.
Yeah. So it was a year ago, Greenbuild, we were piloting the tool.
Yep.
You had this great idea, and you and Phil Northcott had demoed a mock-up. What do we call it? Not a mock-up. It's a
proof of concept.
Proof of concept.
Yeah.
And so, and then pulled together what now is nearly 50 partners who have helped us develop and release what's a database of environmental product declarations that you can sort on embodied carbon. And this is pretty much all we talk about. And it's been really fantastic working with you and your the whole Skanska team that's piloting the tool. And it's awesome.
Awesome. And then one more question. This is like super fast. Where are we going? Where is embodied carbon going?
Well, embodied carbon has to get to zero.
It has to go away.
It has to go away, but that's really tricky. That's decarbonizing the industrial sector.
Yeah.
So it means that we need collectively to really understand what's available, prioritize and incentivize low carbon products, and really and help us drive market transformation. And I think that the EC3 tool is one of those key ways in which people can, as I was just describing to somebody today, it's like a report card.
Yeah.
I can see my report card, I can go back to my boss and say, look, we're not doing so great, how do we get down?
Yeah.
And so that's been really exciting, and so it's moving towards an open ecosystem of embodied carbon data so we can understand and reduce and ultimately eliminate.
Well, I'm super excited to work with you every day, and thanks for your time, and I think that's it.
Yeah, thank you.